to my channel. In this video I'll be doing a flip through of my newest personal junk journal. If you have any questions about supplies I've used, please let me know in the comments below. I wanted to do something very bright and colourful to match the spring season, so I went for a floral theme. The cover is pink. It's got a nice floral decal. It's got Inca gold paint detailing around the edges, which gives it a nice effect. I've added book metal corners and charms. I've added wooden beads and a nice little wooden bird and some vintage buttons. And then, as you can see, it's got 3 signatures. Each one has approximately 20 to 25 pages. The back just looks like this. It's got an eyelet there for this sari silk closure. It's in a really nice shade of yellow that to me just said spring sunshine. So let's open it up, see how it looks on the inside. So when you open it up, you've got these Maggie Holmes, I believe, scrapbook end papers, and I've added some stitching. This is nice vintage colourful fabric, and it looks just exactly the same in the back. I didn't want to add any pockets or anything. I wanted to keep it simple. So the first page has this fabric ruffle and a nice scrapbook paper. This is some blueberry dyed paper and a little pocket that I made using a project life card. This flips out like this. This is just scrapbook paper. Added a little pocket here with some stitching. More blueberry dyed paper. You'll see a lot of it in this journal because I really like how it turned out, and it's good for journaling. It's just nice blank pages. This is an old, vintage illustrated book page. I just thought the flowers looked really beautiful and they go with the theme. Then on this page you've got this fabric thing that flips up, and I used again the same paper as the end papers to create this little pocket. And then some pattern paper, more blueberry dyed paper, this really thin lined paper, some tea dyed paper. Here I've added some fabric tabs with little bulb pins and vintage buttons and beads. Just add a little texture. It's quite a fun, cute element, I thought. Middle of the signature has this big scrapbook paper that just flip it and open it up. It turns into a huge page. It's got really lovely pattern. This is just the other side of the tea dyed paper. Again, fabric tab, little wooden bead, the notebook paper. This flips out, blueberry dyed paper. I created this little pocket tuck thing using a project life card. Really like this design. Thought it was really pretty. The other side of the illustrated book page. The other side of blueberry dyed paper and pocket with some stitching. Another fabric tab. And this is the end of the first signature. Moving on to the second one. I found some really nice vintage wallpaper online on a public domain library, and I just enhanced it digitally and printed it out on a nice sturdy paper. I did the same for this, as this is a different vintage wallpaper pattern. I really like how it turned out. This is just some scrapbooking paper with a little floral fabric detail. A book page and blueberry dyed paper. As you can see, I've kept it quite simple. I didn't really add any ephemera or anything because I plan to add it as I use it, as it's a personal junk journal. Pocket, tiny book page, just some pattern paper, little stitching on the top so I can tuck some bits in there. Side pocket here, stitching details. For the middle of this signature, I used some of another vintage wallpaper pattern to create an envelope. It opens up, I could just put some journaling pages or other elements there. I'm not so happy with how this rose looks anymore, so I might just find something to cover it or change it. How beautiful is this? I really love it. And little scrapbook paper from a 6x6 pad, tea-dyed paper, pattern paper, little book page, scrapbook paper with a pocket, again, surprise, blueberry dyed paper with a little side pocket and some stitching, the other side of the book page, beautiful scrapbook paper, and the other side of the vintage wallpapers I printed. On this side I added a fabric ruffle, and then I sewed some gem-like embellishments, which I really like. A bit of sparkle there. And then the last signature, some fabric, scrapbook paper, and then this page just opens up like this, and it's got a little pocket here made from Project Life card. I used vintage linen here. I will link the shop where I bought it down below, so it's from a printable collection. I've used, I believe I got this from a public domain library, and then I just changed the color and printed it out. This is another printable I made. Some blueberry dyed paper, flips out like this. Scrapbook paper with a little fabric detail. This is a William Morris pattern, which I changed its color and then I printed it out to match the theme. Another pocket, Project Life pocket. This is something I printed, an old letter. Tea-dyed paper, tiny book page, so cute. I created an envelope for the middle of this signature as well, using another vintage linen printable. So again, I'll link the shop down below. It's got quite an odd shape, which I like. And then just the other side of the signature, so the tiny book page, tea-dyed paper with a side pocket. The other side of the kind of old vintage letter receipt that I printed. Scrapbook paper, blueberry dyed paper, and then love this pattern. This opens up and you've got the same linen printable, and that's it. That that's my newest junk journal. I hope you enjoyed the flip through. Let me know in the comments below if you liked watching this video, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Yeah, so I hope to see you soon. Bye!